Hello friends, this is Jalpesh here and welcome again to my channel Code with G. In this video series, we are going to learn about React.js, which is one of the most popular single-page application library out there right now. I call this series Learn React Step by Step. This video will be first part 1 of this video series. In this video, we are going to have following agenda. One is what is React.js. So here we are going to learn about the React.js history and how it has been created and how it has been involved to what is currently now. Also, we are going to see the advantages of React, and we are also going to see the disadvantages of React, and also we are going to see who are using the React.js. What we are waiting for? Let's get started. So before moving further, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, then please do subscribe to my channel Code with JV. It gives me more motivation to create videos like this. So let's get started with what is React.js. So React was created by Jordan Walk, a software engineer by Facebook, and it was released at early prototype of React, which is called fax.js. He was influenced by XHF, an HTML component library for PHP, which was earlier available when he was creating fax.js. React.js is a library for building user interfaces, and it represents the view in the MVC architecture layer. So if you are familiar with the MVC architecture, M stands for models, V stands for view, and C stands for controller. React.js represents the view in the MVC architecture layer. Now let's move to the next page. So here we are going to talk more about the React.js. So it allows us to create reusable component. So basically you can create components in React, and then you can use that component anywhere in your application. And it allows you to reuse, and you can even use the same component multiple times in the another component. So it allows reusability. It is currently one of the most popular JavaScript libraries and have great community behind it. It lets you create your user component in JavaScript and HTML with a concept called JSX. So JSX is a way to create user component, and it is a JavaScript syntax extension. We are going to look all feature of JSX in the forthcoming videos, so don't worry about that. Basically, JSX will be used in React.js to create UI, so that's the important part. So another feature of React.js is React.js implements the one-way data flow, which means you have to write very less boilerplate code, and it is easier than the traditional data binding or two-way binding methods. So at the time of creating this video, the latest version of React is 18.1.2. Here you can see that we are creating on the latest version of the React.js. It may be possible if you are watching this video after like few months, then there might be some new features available with the newer version of the React.js. So now let's see who uses React.js. So basically, like as it was invented by Facebook engineers, so Facebook has heavily used in their news sections and couple of other sections. Also, the Instagram web app is all totally built on the React. Then indeed, like it's a very popular site and which is built on the React. Airbnb also uses React for creating their web component, and that is heavily used in the Airbnb side. Asana, you know very well, it's a great project management system, also uses that. Then Microsoft Teams. So Microsoft Teams also have some parts developed in the React for their web application. And Atlassian, it is known for like products like Bitbucket, Bamboo, and Git integration. They also use React to create their user interfaces and single page apps. So now let's directly move into the advantages of React. In this page, we are going to see what are the advantages that React is providing. So it lets you create your user component in JavaScript and HTML with a concept called JSX. We already discussed what is JSX, so don't worry about that, and we are going to discuss more about JSX in the future video. React.js implements the one-way data flow. That means we don't need to write 100 lines of code to create data bindings, and it only supports one-way data flow or data binding. There are libraries from where you can implement the two-way data binding, but it's not recommended. Then it has got excellent cross-platform support and supported by most of the latest browsers. There are lots of toolset available for React, which makes your life very easy as a developer. So that's not going to be a big problem for you. The another advantage of React is reusability. So as I told you, it's React UI in JSX, which is mostly used in JavaScript for rendering UI. So you can reuse that at multiple places. Also, like, it has got architecture-free approach. So there is no standard architecture defined in the React. You can create your own, and you can leverage your knowledge to create efficient architecture. So let's see the couple of disadvantages of React. Like we have seen the advantages of React. So there may be some disadvantages of React also, as like there is no free lunch, right? So here are some of the disadvantages. There is not a standard architecture defined, so often the best practices are not followed by developers. So basically, developer becomes lazy and they use lots of code on their own way, and that way, like, the best practices and few other stuff might affect that thing. So if you see the another framework like Angular, where you have standard way of calling your API, here you can use anything, right? So that way, like, sometimes it happens that developer become lazy and not follow the best practice. So another big disadvantage of the React.js is a library, and it's only representing the view or UI part. There are other parts of applications like routing and that mechanism. For all this, you need third-party libraries like React Router or Reader, or like if you want to call API, then you need to use inbuilt fetch API, or you can use XUS for that. So the another thing I wanted to discuss is JSX learning curve. So you need to learn it, because that is the only way to create UI in the React. But sometimes it will take time to get used to it. So I hope that you like this video, because like that's it for this video. And if you like this video, then please do subscribe to my channel, the Code with JV. If you like the content of this video, then please also hit the like button, so it gives me more motivation to create more videos like this. In the next video, we are going to see how we can create the React app and how we can set up our favorite editor, Visual Studio Code, as well as a WebStorm or React.js developer. So thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video.